All right, it's a beautiful day out here today in Georgia, January, and it's 66 degrees. Doesn't feel humid though, but it's very nice out. The sun is shining. Just sitting here in my mobile office, our Brinkley 3420, which we absolutely love. It's just perfect for us. Yeah, I'm thinking about condensation. It's just a battle, a never-ending battle that every RV will deal with, right? No matter what RV you got, you're dealing with condensation. You're gonna wake up, most of the time, and your windows are gonna be covered in it from top to bottom. And you're gonna start the process of, getting a paper towel, wiping them all down, and open some windows, get some airflow going, and get that under control, and then just do it again the next morning. But there's many things you could do to battle condensation in an RV. I mean, some of them are obvious, some not. But I'll go through those really quick. But my biggest thing that I love, right, and this is not a first line defense. This is after you've done all the other things, are my mini dehumidifiers. I would not have these ever. We have them on all the time, whether we're camping or whether the camper is in the barn here. We're plugged into a 50 amp, so we can run the both of them. It's just they're small things, so maybe if you can get a 110 to it would run both of them, or even solar if you got a decent solar setup. But they pull a lot of water. Right? They pull a lot of water out. I'm going to show them to you. We do all the things too. We keep all the wet clothes outside, right? If it's summertime, you got a bathing suit, right? You leave it outside. We don't dry clothes in the house. We try not to anyway. If you take a shower, we squeegee it. We squeegee the whole shower down, and maybe the last person in there for the night will just take a towel really quick and wipe down. Let me shut this window. I'm getting a little glare. Oh, there we go. Wipe down the shower, right? So there's no water left over, right? And that's a quick thing. Then we could throw a towel in the dryer or leave it outside. Wipe up any water around the sinks. That's a good thing. Keep the vents open when you're cooking, especially when you're making percolated coffee, because at the end of that percolator cycle, you know how that steams out like a madman. So we keep that right below the vent and just try and suck some of that out. Same thing with my wife's teapot. She has one of those teapots. You put the water and hit the button, and in a few minutes you got water, hot water. But that also steams a lot toward the end of the cycle. So we'll keep that right under the vent. I heard one thing, and I don't know if people comment on this if you have any knowledge on this one. I don't know if this is true or not, but propane heat, they're saying don't use the propane heat, use your electric heaters. If you don't need underbelly heat, if you need underbelly heat, you got to put the propane on. But if you just, you need some heat for the night, use your electric heaters. Saying that the propane heat gives off water, because it does make water vapor, right? Propane does make water vapor when it burns. But I'm seeing that as that's all outside, right? That's in the system, that's burning it and pushing it all outside. I don't see that coming back into the RV, so I'm not too knowledgeable on that, but I don't really understand that one yet. So if you have any comments on that one, please let me know what your thoughts are. But let me show you my dehumidifiers. They're probably about $60 each. We got 2 of them running, and they pick up a ton of water. Check these out. All right, one quick note I forgot to add. Probably the biggest thing for us is we always make sure we got that fan running in the bathroom when we're showering. That is a big steam generator. And then when we're done, after we squeegee and wipe it down with a towel, we'll just leave the vent open all night, hopefully to let that extra moisture escape from there. And whatever doesn't get out there, hopefully the dehumidifier in the bedroom picks the rest up. All right, check these dehumidifiers out. All right, this is our first one we got in the living area. This is an Amzart, got it off Amazon, probably about $60. It's got a 118 ounce reservoir. This one is cool. Sometimes we'll move it into the bedroom because it's got 2 speeds on it. So this is the regular speed. You put it in night mode, it goes a little quieter. Not much, but it helps. And then it shuts the light off too, and you can change the color of that light and all, not that it matters. But let me show you how much water this thing picked up in 2 weeks. This is the Amzart, which we have in the living area. All right, and this, oh my God, I can't believe I hope this all fits in here. All right, this is just one of them. I don't think I'm going to make both of these in here. So that's at 40 ounces. All right, this is the one we got in the bedroom. It's a Pro Breeze. It says it does 250 square feet. It's got a 1.5 liter water capacity, and on Amazon today it goes for $66. I probably paid a little less than that. I had it 6 years already, and this thing is still kicking. This is a tried and true little unit for me. I love it. It picks up a lot of water, and we have it, in the bedroom right next to the bathroom. So when you're showering at night, I leave the door open or just cocked a little bit, a few inches, hopefully to pull some of that moisture in and grab it from the dehumidifier. All right, this is the other one. If you can get a clear view on what's in there, I hope this all fits. I think it's going to top it off. This is crazy. Crazy. All right, so what are we at? 64 ounces, actually a little more than 64. Let's call it 64. So a half a gallon of water. That's a half a gallon of water pulled out of the air in roughly 2 weeks. All right, so that's 2 weeks in Georgia in the wintertime, December, with the camper closed, meaning the windows are shut, the doors are shut. I have the slides open because we have it in the barn, so we're able to come out here and do things. But for the most part, very low humidity. That's just what the 2 dehumidifiers are pulling out of the air in 2 weeks. I think it's incredible, and I think that's why our camper always feels dry in here. It always maintains that new smell, so it's not getting musty. They're definitely a huge help. So I'd like to know, your thoughts on it. How do you battle condensation? What do you use? What are your methods? I definitely want to learn more about the propane heat topic. It seems like it's mixed bag right now. Like I said, I'm going to do some more research on it on my own. But if you're knowledgeable on the topic, I'd love to, learn more on it. If that's true or not, if you shouldn't be using your propane heat, if you don't need underbelly heat, or that it puts moisture in the air. All right, well, leave me your thoughts. Drop them in the comments section. I'd love to hear what you're thinking about when it comes to the topic and how you battle it. Drop me a subscribe. We're starting to build this channel up. We got some cool new content coming on regularly, so you'll be notified. And give me a like. Toss me a like if you like the video. I'm going to leave links to the dehumidifiers down below. If you use those links, I appreciate it. Thank you. They help support this channel, as we build it up a little more. Alrighty, until next time, thank you.